Hello, Charlotte-teers. It's Mama Charlotte. Welcome to a brand new YouTube video on this YouTube channel, and welcome to another filtered YouTube video through Snapchat. The reason why I like doing these videos is because sometimes I like just get a little fun on the Snapchat filters, mainly because I like the filters that make your skin look really nice and flat, and I also like how this filter makes the whites pop a lot more. So yeah, you might see my eyes look a little more colored than usual. But with that being said, let's ignore the filter for right now and let's get to the video. For those of you guys that don't know, my name is Mama Charlotte. I make videos on YouTube about my transition and how to help other people come out in their transition, and I'm here to help you. If you want to stay here and support the channel, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel and destroy the notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I go live on YouTube and upload to YouTube. We're on our way to 17,000 subscribers for the rest of the year. That's our goal, and I truly believe we're going to hit that goal by the end of the year. So yeah, join the squad, join the family, join the cult. So I finally got over a cold, and I'm really kind of glad that I waited on making a YouTube video because having a cold makes it really hard to talk. A lot of time my voice gets very itchy, and I start, coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing. Before you know it, I can't talk. In this video, we're going to talk about something that's pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure everybody's talked about this at this point when it comes to trans topics. I want to know, should you tell your partner you're trans? When should you? And how should you? So let's get started on some information in this video to help you guys navigate your transition. So when it comes to coming out to your partner, it's something that I truly believe needs to be done. A lot of the reasons why is because it's for safety measures, to take care of yourself. Always make sure you're on the same page, because even though you might be living a very stealthy life and you might be like, oh my God, I feel great, they see me as a girl, they see me as a woman, they see me as who I am. There's going to be this lingering part inside your head. It's going to say, but he doesn't know I'm trans, and what would he do if he knew I was trans, and would he still love me? It's going to keep pecking at your head, and until you decide to say something to your partner, it's not going to go away. Unfortunately, with men, if you're dating a guy, it's going to be a little harder than it's going to be to tell a woman if you're dating a woman that you're trans, because mainly women are not going to be violent. They might have a hostile response, but they're not going to sit there and kill you for not saying you're trans, which brings me into the next reason why you should always come out to your partner, because you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get murdered. A lot of murders for trans people, especially trans women of color, happen because their partners find out they're trans, and unfortunately, a lot of it has to also come down to what their friends think, and them finding out that they're sleeping with a trans person, and so that guy wants to become like this. That's not me. I'm not gay. And then he goes and tries to hurt the trans woman and potentially murders her. And so take care of yourself. That's all we can really do as a community for ourselves, is take care of ourselves. And that's a big important thing about coming out and telling your partner you're trans. So when it comes to being in a relationship, you're going to be showing your partner a lot of things about you. You might be at like a family's house, or you might be looking at old pictures of yourself, sharing memories and sharing things that you've done in your life that you want to tell your partner now. It's hard when you have a transition in your life that's keeping you from speaking about your past, and it becomes a very, very hard thing to keep away from your partner. I mean, how are you going to get married to someone and not be able to tell them who you used to be or about your family? Unless you transition at the age of 3, it's going to be really, really, really hard to hide that from anybody. So safety reasons, let them know. And a lot of partners might be happy that you tell them you're trans because they might feel like you're being honest with them. If you don't tell them, they're probably going to think that you're not very truthful and there's other things you're hiding. Telling a partner that you're trans doesn't have to be as hard as some people think it is. It doesn't have to be literally as sought out as, let me just take them to Disneyland and then tell them I'm trans. It doesn't have to be that crazy. It could be very, very simple. It could be very, very unthought out. But make sure when you are planning on this, make sure you're in a safe environment. Make sure you're not alone. That means you're not in some sort of car in the woods, and that you're not in some sort of area where you can get hurt and no one will see. When I dated or talked to a man, I did a lot of texting. Therefore, I took the advantage and the time to text them whenever I wanted to let them know I'm trans. A lot of the time that I came out to men that I talked to, I came out to them right away. I didn't wait until we were together in a relationship. I didn't wait until they showed they had feelings. I wanted to make them to know that the person they're flirting with was trans. This is a possible chance of, you know, being in a relationship with someone that you're going to get scrutinized to be with. So I made it right away a thing. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to sit there and wait until it was too late. I wasn't going to wait until they were like, oh yeah. And I didn't want to build a heart on someone and then find out they don't like me for who I am. So that's all I was saying. And some men might be very thankful for that. Some men are still going to get hurt, whether, you know, you tell them right away or not, because they're going to say, oh my God, I was attracted to some guy. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to think. But you're not. Keep your composure. You said what you need to say. You came out. That's it. Because you got to understand, when you're talking to someone and you're preparing yourself for a relationship, you're preparing for someone you're going to potentially open up your body to. You're going to open up your life to, and you're going to open up your emotional feelings to. So the best thing you're going to do is get an identity out of the way so that you don't have to worry about it. And whenever they do accept you, you can be happy. A lot of people don't understand, a lot of trans people don't know, that when you come out to someone, it releases a lot of tension in your life. You begin to feel a little more open about yourself. Like you could express yourself in a much better way, rather than sitting there being, you know, this unanswerable wall that someone can't understand exists and why they exist. You can become something you can finally be yourself. And that's whenever you come out as trans, and you'll finally find out if the partner you're with or you're talking to finds your identity to match the way they feel about you still. There's also another thing I want to tell you guys about. If a guy that you tell is trans says, oh, that's even better. Oh, I knew that was a good thing. Like, oh, that's even better. Like, if a guy says that to you, step away, because he's probably a chaser. A lot of guys will date you, and if you're trans, unfortunately, a lot of the time they're gonna know you're trans, and they're going to sit there and take advantage of the moment. Chasers are not a good thing. You don't want to be with a chaser because they only want you for their fetish reasons. Don't go with someone that clearly sees you as an object. That goes for regular women as well. Like, you should not be an object to someone. You should not be a fetish, and you should not be a secret. There's no reason to be. So, definitely, that's another reason. That's another reason why I say this, is because at the end of the day, you telling them you're trans erases this, I have to be hiding my identity from this person. You kind of find yourself living as Spider-Man to MJ. It's impossible to be Spider-Man when you're with MJ, because MJ's with you and she's going to want to know where you're flying off to, you know what I mean? It's eventually going to be something that's going to come out. The problem with transgender is that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, unless you got your SRS done and all that stuff, it's almost impossible to not come out as trans to your partner. And the reason why I say this is because once you enter the bed area, that's when everything kind of unfolds. Once you start talking about family, childhood, or past, that's when it unfolds. You can only hold so much of your life back before you begin to let go of, before you begin to realize that being trans is such a big part of your life, it's impossible to hold it back. At the end of the day, you want to do it as fair and quick as possible to get it over with. It's like telling someone you have an STD. Just tell them right now. Like, tell them before you piss them off, in other words. Most of the time, you'll find that most men don't really care that you're trans. They're cool with it, so saying it to the guy that you're talking to, or the girl you're talking to, you know, that's when you know it's like it's not so bad of a thing. You know what I mean? Good majority of the time, they're not gonna care. They're gonna be okay with that. I do want you guys to take care of yourselves out there. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Let people know you're trans. Unfortunately, we're gonna live a life where we're gonna be coming out to everybody we talk to, unless that's very deep in our lives. You really feel uncomfortable when you spend a lot of your time not telling someone who you are. And it's not a bad thing, but the reality of the day is sometimes it's just something that's very necessary. Being transgender should not be something that you are scared to say, but you are more, happy to talk about. You are proud of who you are. If you are a proud trans woman, don't be afraid to tell someone, hey, I'm trans, by the way. You don't like it? Sorry, then you're not for me. I'm meant to be with someone who loves me for who I am. Bottom line, like I said, to sum this video up, just come out. Come out. Let it go. Avoid yourself some hate. Avoid yourself some violence. Avoid yourself a potential murder scene. Let them know. The right one won't care. I love you guys lots. Like chair tots and neighbor cots and like lots of spots. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave it a like. Let's get to 100 likes in this video. Also, I have some social media links down below if you guys want to go check out my socials. Also, I also have links to Sohimi. I have discount codes for adult toys. I have a discount code for Tea Comfy Fits and their underwear for tucking. It's amazing product to use. $40 off if you use my code. Go check all that stuff down in the description. I have a book down below as well that I published called Mystica, A World Beyond Dreams. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys have a great day. Bye, guys.